We congratulate protesters for drawing the attention of politicians eating in Abuja, says Femi Falana. According to Channel Television, human rights lawyer Femi Falana's son has called on President Bola Tinubu to address the demands of the peaceful protesters who have taken to the street in recent days. In a statement on Sunday, Falana criticized the presidential speech delivered earlier that day, stating it failed to address the key demand of reversing the policy of fuel subsidy withdrawal. If the government takes the fight against corruption to oil dealers and crude oil is processed in government-owned refineries, there will be no basis for forced subsidy, which is induced by the importation of petroleum products. A positive response to the key demands of a youth to review the protesters could make them review their actions. Insensitivity to their demands can only provoke continued action, Falana said. Falana also praised the protesters for drawing attention to the plight of millions of Nigerians suffering from hunger and poverty. He demanded the immediate and unconditional release of all protesters, emphasizing that they had committed no criminal offense. He condemned the repression of peaceful protesters and expressed sympathy for those who lost loved ones during the demonstrations. We commiserate with the families of the patriot peaceful protesters that were murdered on the call of the federal and state government to set up commissions of inquiry, which should include representatives of the credible human rights organization and the NBA to investigate the killings with a view to bringing to justice the reckless murderers in police uniform and ensuring that the family members of the deceased should be adequately compensated by the federal government. The victims of the barbarous police killing should be identified and celebrated as heroes and heroines of the struggle of the emancipation of the downtrodden for the downtrodden Nigerian people. Participation in peaceful protest should never be criminalized in Nigeria. In Nigeria, he added. Falana criticized the federal government's response to the protest, including accusation against the youth of being manipulated by frustrated politicians. He cited provocative statements by officials such as Senate President Godswill Akpabio's remark that while he protests we shall be eaten, and Vice President Kashim Shettima's description of protesters as idiots. In an effort to prevent the protests, the government reportedly met with political, religious, and traditional leaders and secured court orders to confine protests to designated areas. Despite these measures, the protests were conducted peacefully in many states, with incidents of violence primarily instigated by thugs and some overzealous police officers. Falana highlighted the illegal and unconstitutional nature of threats made by Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa to involve the military in quelling the protest. He stressed that the responsibility to manage protests lies with the police and called for a professional and restrained approach. We congratulate the protesters for drawing the attention of the few politicians who are eating in Abuja to the plight of millions of Nigerians who are hungry. We demand the immediate and unconditional release of all protesters that were arrested and detained because they have not committed any criminal offense, Falana reiterated. He urged President Tinubu to address the protest demands, particularly in the reversal of the first subsidy withdrawal policy. Falana argued that addressing the root causes of the unrest, such as corruption and economic inequality, would help mitigate the protest and foster a more stable and just society. Before this man came out, I was very certain that nothing good will come out of his broadcasted or speech. Now, more people are even more angry. I told you guys, I told you. Imagine making them refer to us. Akpabio say they will be there protesting and we go there here they eat. Senate Vice President they call himself and if generations idiots. No be us. I no blame these people. I no blame them. Please, someone should help us tell Mr. President he should reduce the pump price. Is it that you're not listening? Is it you're listening that these people they don't have your interest at heart? Now what for now? Thank you, sir. Very soon we'll show them the way out. Okay, what's it go? I wonder how someone with brain to reason can be so myopic. So for Tinubu to complete his tenure is more important than allowing Nigerians to breathe from his foolish and greedy policies. What will you have Falana say? No more protests. We want peace to return to our country. We're not lazy and we are very busy to solve the problems. Who is we are very busy? Make I understand, who is the we? Speak for yourself alone. No. I think you don't live in Nigeria. You don't use Nigerian markets, and I know say you dey suffer, but you say you dey like talk say you dey enjoy because president is from your place. Don't worry, keep deceiving yourself. Oh. Hunger go wake you up as you don't wake others. The president should reduce inflation in Nigeria by reducing PMS price, the exchange rate of $1,500, the electricity high tariffs. He should also import rice, wheat, maize, sorghum, fertilizers into Nigeria and subsidize 50%. We congratulate the protesters for drawing the attention of the food politicians who are eating in Abuja to the flight of millions of Nigerians who are hungry. Femi Falana has disappointed me with his response to the president nationwide broadcast. Falana should contest to be president in 2027 to see how easy it is to govern. God will not permit you enemies of democracy to truncate Tinubu's government before his due time. It means you are benefiting from the ineffective government, which the Almighty God will know how to compensate all of you that refuse to say the truth. Now, with your back face, when you were taunting Goodluck and Buhari, you don't know say na so you be, abi? Even God will never forgive you and your year family for saying nothing in what the masses are passing through in the hand of your businesses. Even God will forever disappoint you and your family, okay, for saying nothing in what the masses are passing through in the hands of your senseless Tinubu. Top. The protesters are our heroes. Thank you for speaking and standing for the poor masses. The protest is not needed now. Concerned Nigerians should wait after 8 to 12 years and protest with their PVC. Say no to vote buying. Say no to vote buying, then all of us will finish enjoying the benefit of 2023 presidential election results that was announced when Nigerians were asleep. If you are waiting to prefect with a PVC and you got tired, the one we did in 2015 was sold by the INEC chairman to Baba Jagaban, and that was why Baba is showing us shaggy for attempting to vote him out in 2015. We have to change our narrative since PVC is not working for us. The violent take it by force. When will Nigeria be free with what was fought during the military era and still happening? Okay, and still happening in these modern days. And we face a great task because more looters have been breeded than before, and more people have known that we are not one. So it is a big problem to solve unless we design. Alright, on this note, I've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the